Hello everyone. Today we will be discussing cost plus pricing. We shall understand the cost plus pricing with the problem. So the problem starts with an automobile manufacturing company which produces a car model, and we have been given the budgeted output as 40,000 units and the total variable cost as 440 lakh rupees, and also we have been given the total fixed cost of 202.50 lakh rupees. So the total cost would be 642.50 lakh rupees and the profit is 57.50 lakh rupees. So hence the selling price would be 700 lakh rupees. So this is the problem. This is the inputs we have been given in the problem, and we have to calculate profit with 10% increase in selling price with a 10% reduction in the sales volume. And the second question would be volume to be achieved to maintain the original profit after a 10% rise in the material cost at the originally budgeted selling price per unit. So what is cost plus pricing? So cost plus pricing is a very simple topic, right? So where we are going to derive the selling price by adding certain markup to the total cost. So what are the costs? Costs are the variable cost, fixed cost and the prime cost. So all these costs will be adding up to the cost of the product. For that we will be adding the markup. So when we add the certain markup to the product, or when we add the markup to the cost of the product, we will get the selling price of the product. Okay, so this is the basics of cost plus pricing. Now we will start the solution, or we will start solving the problem. So in the first part of the problem we have to calculate the profit with the 10% increase in the selling price and 10% reduction in the sales volume. So first we have to calculate what is the present selling price, so which is very easy. So we have been given the selling price for 40,000 units of production, which is 700 lakh rupees. So what our present selling price would be 1750 rupees, and 10% of 1750 rupees would be 175 rupees. So when we add the present selling price and the 10% increase, will give the revised selling price, which is 1925 rupees, right? So now we go to the sales volume. So we have to calculate 10% decrease in the sales volume. So we have the present sales volume as 40,000 units, and 10% of the 40,000 units would be 4,000 units. So when we actually deduct the 4,000 units from the 40,000 units, we get the revised sales volume of 36,000 units. So the revised sales revenue. So revised sales revenue is 36,000 units into 1925 rupees will be 693 lakh rupees, right? So this is our revised sales revenue. So next we come to the profitability statement. So that's what we have to calculate in the first part of the problem. So it is very simple. So we have been given we have derived the sales for the revised selling price and the revised sales volume. So that is 693 lakh rupees. We have to deduct or less the variable cost. Now variable cost is the cost which varies with the production units, right? So the amount of production varies, the variable cost also varies, hence it is called the variable cost. Now for 40,000 units, the variable cost was total of 440 lakh rupees, which is being given in the problem. You can see here, right? So now we have got the revised sales unit. In units it's called 36,000 units. So we have got the revised sales volume as 36,000 units. Now for 40,000 units, 440 lakh rupees was the variable cost, and for 36,000 units we get 396 lakh rupees as the variable cost, right? Applying the thumb rule we get this. So per unit sales variable cost, per unit variable cost will be 1100 rupees. Okay, so when we deduct the variable cost from the sales volume, we get the contribution, which is 297 lakh rupees. Now from this we have to deduct the fixed cost. We all know that fixed cost doesn't vary with the production, or doesn't vary with the amount of the production. So that is called the fixed cost. Now that is already been given, it is 202.50 lakh rupees. So when we deduct it from the contribution, we get the profit, which is 94.50 lakh rupees. Now this is the first part of the problem. So we have solved the first question. So the second question asks us to calculate the volume to be achieved to maintain the original profit, right? So what was the original profit? 57.50 lakh rupees was the original profit. So what we have got is 94.50. So for the original profit of 57.50 lakh rupees, we have to find out what is the volume to be achieved to get the amount of the profit with 10% rise in the material cost. Okay, now what is the materials cost according to the revised sales volume? That is, we have got overall variable cost is 396 for 36,000 unit. So with this we derived per unit variable cost as 1100 rupees. Okay, now when we say that we have got variable cost, total variable cost is 440 lakh rupees. Now material cost is 264, labor is 52, direct expenses are 124, right? So for 264 lakh rupees, we had 440 as the total variable cost, right? So 440 lakh rupees had 264 lakh rupees as the material cost. Now what would be the material cost for 1100 lakh rupees? It is very simple again. So we have 264 by 440 into 1100. We will get the apportioned amount for the materials cost in 1100 rupees, that is 660 rupees. The same we can apply for the labor as well as the direct expenses. So now we have to calculate 10% increase in the material cost. So that is the revised material cost. So that would be 660 is the original material cost plus the 10% of 660, will be getting 726 lakh rupees, and labor is 130. Direct expenses also does not vary, it is 310. So that now the total variable cost per unit has got revised with the 10% increase in the materials cost. So the variable cost per unit has come up to 1166 lakh rupees. Now we have to calculate the sales volume to be achieved for the profit margin of 57.50 lakh rupees, original profit margin. So our selling price, the original selling price was 1750, and we have to deduct the variable cost, the revised variable cost with the 10% increase in the material cost applied. So that would be 1166 lakh rupees. We get the contribution per unit, right? So contribution per unit is 584 lakh rupees. Now we can find out the sales volume with the formula desired sales is equal to fixed cost plus desired profits divided by the contribution per unit. So fixed cost, it's been given in the problem. So 202.50 lakh rupees plus the sales plus the original profit 57.50 lakh rupees, which is divided by the contribution per unit, so which is 584 lakh rupees. So with this we get the revised sales volume, which is 44,521 units. So we solved both the problems, both the questions in the problem. I hope you understood the problem. Thank you.